Hey guys, before the video starts, I want to do something that I really wish I had done with Total Biscuit a while back when he passed away, but it's not really related to gaming or anything. I just felt the big need to do it. But as of today, Stephen Carl Stevenson, and I'm definitely mispronouncing his last name, passed away from cancer. And you probably know him by Robbie Rotten, the villain in Lazy Town, and I think he also voiced the Vikings in For Honor, so there's a little connection to the gaming world. But he recently passed away from cancer, and it kind of sucks. And I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit, just bring it up before the video starts, just because I wanted to kind of honor him. He seemed like a great dude. He kind of acknowledged all the memes that were being made about Lazy Town. And he called like everybody on Reddit and stuff his meme friends, and it's just unfortunate, but I guess the way of life. But cancer sucks. But I just wanted to bring it up and kind of I guess dedicate this video, even though it's not really related to him, and I just rest in peace, Steven, rest in peace. But hope you enjoyed the video. Hello everyone, Time to Grind here, and today I wanted to talk about a topic that seems like it has caused way more controversy and news than it really has any right to do, and that is the whole, analysts predicting EA's Battlefield 5 will be a serious disappointment. It says pre-orders lag Call of Duty by more than 85%, and that entire thing I was doing air quotes to, I don't know why I'm doing it. You can only see my, you can only hear my voice, but pretty much, long story short, Battlefield 5, I guess the pre-order sales aren't doing as well as they hoped, and in fact they are lagging behind Call of Duty by more than 85%, whereas only Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 games only lagged behind Call of Duty, by about 20 to 40%. And obviously Call of Duty is a way bigger behemoth of a franchise than Battlefield. I'm not saying Battlefield's not a big franchise, but I mean, in comparison to Call of Duty, it is nothing. So it's not really news that Battlefield 5 is lagging behind Call of Duty, but it's the fact that they're lagging behind that much. And this has caused so many different controversies and arguments and everything, and the biggest being because if you don't know, obviously Battlefield 5 is not the most historical accurate, I guess. In the trailer, a lot of people have been getting mad about seeing a woman in it, or people of color, and obviously, if you can't tell by my tone, I personally, obviously this is kind of something for a different video. It's a completely different topic, but if you want my opinion on the whole political correctness type of thing for Battlefield 5 and people getting mad, I don't care. It's a multiplayer game meant to just be for fun. It's not claiming to be super historical, accurate. It actually, it advertises itself as, oh, forget everything you know about, the war. It's going to change everything. So it's not pretending to be historically accurate. So I don't know why people are getting mad about stuff like that. But besides the point, people are getting really, really mad about, I guess, the fact that there are women and people of color in the game. And, like I said, don't want to talk too much about that specific argument, but it is happening. And apparently EA at some point said they don't want those type of people playing their game and to not pre-order the game if you don't like it. So a lot of people are taking this as, oh, this is a win for historical accuracy. See, this is what happens when you, talk bad to your customers and, all this stuff. And, oh, yeah, we did it. We spoke it to the man and stuff like that. And, although we don't really have any proof, I highly doubt that the entire kind of pre-order lag is because of that. Obviously, I'm not saying it's not a reason, but I don't really think that that's the sole reason why it's lagging behind Call of Duty. One thing I know is a lot of people really like Treyarch the most out of all the COD developers, and the Black Ops franchise has been one of the more popular ones, along with this is still kind of another one of the boots on the ground COD, so people are still kind of liking that and stuff like that. But besides the point, there was just a lot of news being made about Battlefield 5, kind of lagging behind, and it didn't really make any sense why. And then, right before I started recording this video, something even weirder happened. A guy known as Jeffrey Grubb, spoke on Twitter, and he talked about that, oh, well, you know, the Battlefield 5, you know, pre-order thing, that's actually all fake. See, you know, it's all based on a thing called the Cohen scale, and the Cohen scale uses Amazon sales charts. There are no physical copies of Battlefield 5 on Amazon for pre-order. You can pre-order Call of Duty physically, though, and that's why he was saying, oh, well, that's why Call of Duty has bigger, you know, pre-orders, because, you know, they're all using Amazon, and for whatever reason, Amazon's not letting you do physical pre-orders of Black Ops, or of Battlefield 5. And then it turns out that he was just wrong. He was just completely wrong, because in 2014, the kind of thing that tracks all that, the Cohen scale, like he was saying, switched over instead of Amazon sales chart to GameStop sales. And GameStop obviously is allowing pre-orders and physical pre-orders of Battlefield 5, so everything he said is just untrue. But the thing is this was plastered all over so many different news sites. It was plastered all over Reddit, on the Battlefield subreddit, on the game subreddit, on the PC gaming subreddit, and everybody just doesn't know that he's wrong. I don't understand. You know, the top 4 comments of, you know, top highest rated comments are people just shitting on Battlefield 5, and then when you scroll far enough down, there's an actual tweet that, you know, is talking about the fact that this is all just fake. You know, it's not real. And although I don't think he made it out of, you know, malicious intent, he was just straight up wrong, but nobody really cares. Nobody really knows. And that's why this whole thing is so weird to me, because first of all, something that really shouldn't have been that much news, but it's just people like using it because they like shitting on what they don't like. So everybody in the Call of Duty community is all like, oh yeah, Battlefield sucked, you know, and by everybody, I don't really mean everybody. Obviously, there's good people that play Call of Duty that don't do that, but a big majority are going like, oh yeah, our game's winning. And then you have people on the Battlefield subreddit and community that are hating the game because I guess there's, you know, like I said, women and people of color, I don't know. And they're all like, yeah, our game's dying. So everybody, for whatever reason, was making a super big deal about this, even though pre-orders aren't that, I mean, big, nor should they be, you know, but that's another topic for another video. But then we had this whole other thing with this guy, Jeffrey Grubb, just saying something that was completely fake, and now the entire thing has spread like fake news, because, I mean, I guess it is fake news, and everybody's now talking about, oh, well, no, Battlefield's on the rise, you know, they were trying to suppress Battlefield, you know, Battlefield's gonna... I just don't understand it. I really don't. And, you know, I'm sorry that this, you know, this video does not have a lot of kind of new news or new coverage of this. But I just, first of all, there's been kind of a news drought in general. For the most part, so this was the most interesting thing to make a video about, but also I'm just baffled at what's happening. Literally a piece of information that is not important at all has blown up, and then it completely reversed, and people starting loving Battlefield and defending it because it turns out that everything was everyone was supposedly being misled, but that was all fake too. So I don't know where I stand. I don't really know if there is a point to be made about this video besides, I don't know, I guess don't fall for fake news. Because when I first saw this, the tweet by Jeffrey Grubb, I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I clicked the tweet and I read all his tweets, and I noticed that he had a bunch of replies to his tweets and he was kind of correcting some things. So I scrolled down and down and down on Reddit until I started seeing people talk about that. And then I clicked the things that they were linking to, and I was looking up the Cohen model and stuff like that, and saw that they were actually correct, that, you know, Jeffrey Grubb was, well, incorrect, I guess. So I guess if there is a moral of the story, just, I don't know, maybe don't play corporations like sports teams. You know, if the new Battlefield game is good for Battlefield, and if it's bad for Battlefield. You don't need to, like, side with Call of Duty versus Battlefield. And also, I don't know, just check your sources. that's all I can say. But then again, you know, knowing the internet and how this works, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and all have been wrong somehow. Someone will have found a way that what was saying Jeffrey was incorrect was actually incorrect. Jeffrey was right all along, but I don't know. But either way, that's all I really wanted to talk about, just how confused I am over this entire situation. But either way, if you guys enjoyed this video, then consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more content and news. And also, you know, not only would I like to hear you guys' opinions on this in the comments down below, but if you guys have, you know, anything you'd like to hear my opinions about, you know, possibly in a future video, definitely let me know in the comments down below as well, because I, you know, definitely like reading all the feedback and stuff like that. But yeah, and like always, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.